Hello. I thought I'd do a quick little spread for our dark moon and as we have our new moon tomorrow energies and perhaps a little message from Hecate. Um, I pulled 6 cards, 3 cards from 2 different decks, and then I have the underlying cards here as well. So before I get into the cards, I want to go a little bit into Hecate and perhaps this new moon and perhaps a lot of the other astrological energies that are going on right now. And so we can kind of get an understanding of that and then see what messages specifically Hecate has for us around this moon energy. And it's very strong right now. There's a lot of energies going on, and I feel like Hecate wanted to speak. There was something that she had to say for us. So, you know, we started this year with all of that Aquarius energy. It's like we're standing at this threshold of a new era, and everybody's talking about, and you're feeling them, these winds of change. They're blowing us into 2021 as this new, the element of air becomes the biggest dominating element here. And it's debatable as to whether 2021 is the age of Aquarius, but it's certainly a year that we're starting to understand what that feels like. We're preparing for that energy. And this year is a Latin term. It's something that escapes me is in the pronunciation of it, but it means year of the gate. So this is a year when this threshold is open, this door, this portal, this threshold, whatever you want to call it, to this ancient energy, these ancient openings. And we're transitioning into this time that's ruled by the air signs. And this is ushering us into this new energy, this new era where, it's an era of our higher selves opening and awakening, from the low reaches of the mundane mind to the heights of mysticism. And after all that earth energy that we went through last year, this shift to this more refined energy will, at times it'll feel very nice and airy and light and free. And, it's kind of feeling that way right now and into this next month or so. But sometimes it can be as breathtaking as this climb up this roller coaster. I've been seeing a lot of the energies of the Hierophant because it's the year of the Hierophant too, and the year of this great transformation and change. And we're walking up those steps, and as we see in the Light Seer's Hierophant card, which has been coming up quite a bit, it's these steps, this beautiful climb. And, it's exciting. It's better than being stuck in this, this kind of never ending, this heavy grounding earth energy of last year. But it does take some time to adjust to. So, we're at these crossroads where we're walking away from that old energy and stepping into this new, lighter, freer energy. So, there's all of this imagery of this year, and it's starting to pick up now too. This consciousness awakening, the mysteries, the call of the rebel soul, this drive to climb higher and to ascend like the Hierophant in your spirituality, but we haven't spontaneously ascended. It's more like we've been given these keys. I have my beautiful little key right here. We've been given these keys to to possibly open that portal door, that temple gate, whatever you want to call it, into this new energy. And we have the choice to enter. It's ours. We can become the seeker. We can become the pilgrim. We can become, the fool on their journey. And there's maybe this time to rest here before we begin again. There's these adventures that are awaiting us that take us up into those higher mysteries. And, at the beginning of the year, I think that there was a lot of time for resting. I think there was a lot of energies in the air for that. And, even up until the last like few weeks or so, I've been seeing that Four of Swords tarot cards, that time to meditate and to rest and to recalibrate and to kind of adapt to those energies and to adjust to them in all of the different ways that you need to do that, and so now this gate of air of this, it's opening up these higher consciousness, these mystical abilities, this open-mindedness, this difference where wisdom is important, and we don't need so much of those old structures of the earth that, there's more air. There's this, they don't want us to get stuck in the mud. This key is being offered. These gates are being opened. And I think the eclipses are those doorways, those portals, those gate energies are very much with the eclipses here at the end of this month and in June. So, when we think of Hecate now, this is her time. This is new moon in Taurus. This is Venus energy. This is the divine feminine. There's this chance to begin anew. And she is a huge part of that. She's bringing things to the surface. She's allowing new things to emerge. And she's also, Hecate is a goddess of the crossroads and the thresholds and the portals. She was called various different things. She helped with transitions. She helped with, underworld energies, guiding souls to the underworld and things. But really, she has that power within her to protect the gate. She is the keeper of the keys. She has the power to block that entrance or to open the way. And gates and other forms of threshold are just another type of crossroads energy. So this is she has power with witchcraft and magic and other things, but the element of mysteries, but intuition, spirits, the underworld, but really she's the anima mundi. She can the mediator who could lead the seeker to transcendence. She's that fuel that flows through the universe. She reigns over the upper world of the mind and the mysteries, and then merging together her roles as a gatekeeper, keeper of the keys, goddess of the crossroads, and this world soul. She's the guide for our temple of air. Last year was definitely a journey for the underworld, for the planet, for individuals, for social unrest. I mean, there was just so much. And now, we're coming out of those depths where we were all in our hermit card energy moments, where we were forced into this solitude, and we did our shadow work, and Hecate guided us through that as well. And now there's this portal that's opened to the inner temple where we can become wise and we can break free of all of that heavy earth energy, and we can emerge from the underworld, and we find ourselves in this beautiful garden, standing before the gate of air. And this gate has been opened. Hecate is beckoning us into her mysteries, and these movements of things in the stars are, the high priestess is here. The high priestess, this card was coming up again at the beginning of this year too. This is the year of the high priestess as well as it is the Hierophant. It's that balance of that masculine and feminine energy, but the high priestess has to build her temple out of all of the things of the past and the pain and her dreams of the future. She's grounded, but she's always pulled up to the skies too, as above, so below. And so, the high priestess has learned the hard lessons about the world, and she's ready to climb higher into those mysteries, to ascend, to become our own high priestesses, our sacred space within. And then, we've learned so much from all of that root work that we did last year. And now we're beginning to take that wisdom as we stand at these beautiful thresholds with Hecate and her mysteries and her mysticism and her transcendence energies. And, as we go into spring here with this new moon, where we're seeing Jupiter going into Pisces, and that gusty energy of that winds of change. We're getting a little break in the winds. We're having this little bit of quiet here, perhaps feeling a bit overwhelmed by all of the change. All of a sudden, it's come in quickly, but we're getting these little times for slowdowns here too. So now, as we arrive at this beautiful fountain in this outer garden, and we have Mercury going into Gemini, and we're entering into this new moon, and we're approaching this eclipse energy. We now, we will feel a bit like taking our time and exploring and going into that, that mystical temple of the soul, and out in that physical world too, and kind of, again, like bringing those together, merging those together, and seeing how things work. And so, without further ado, let's see what Hecate has to tell us. I can't help but notice this beautiful energy up here. We have this Fool card, and then down here we have the Star card. Now, the Star card is representative of Aquarius energy, and that's absolutely beautiful. And then we have this Fool here, and this Fool here to me is this new moon, this beautiful new moon, and we're starting out on these beautiful new adventures. And then we have the Star card here, and she's bringing us this beautiful healing that we've all gone through, and that hope and that optimism again. It's this is the energy of the year here. And then we have this Fool. It's like, okay, so we see how this beautiful new moon is really important here. This is the new beginning. These are our awakenings. This is our optimism too. Like with the Star card, we have these two beautiful, images of hope and optimism here. And, every dream that we have, Hecate's saying don't feel foolish in those dreams, because you have this infinite power and wisdom that you have gained from going through all these experiences before. So you might be starting out fresh and new with these new eyes, this childlike optimism, but you can achieve all the magical things that you've been dreaming about. This journey of this new part of your soul, it begins with this beautiful step. This beautiful step of this new moon, as you find yourself on this edge of this beautiful journey, and you can take what you've learned in the past. You can take what, and you can apply it now with this beautiful adventure down this soul path. This is it. There's a lot of energies in the air now that's giving us this divine leap of faith that the universe is asking us to take. And we need to, there's a reward that the abyss is offering us. There's something that is coming for us that we have to be ready for it. And we might not feel 100% ready, but there's magic in the air, and the universe wants to support us with love and guidance, and trust your intuition here too. It's these beautiful, all of this blue and bluish green here. There's a lot of strong intuitive magic. There's a lot of emotional connections here, as we see. We'll get into the rest of the cards, but this Ace of Cups is here too. There's the universe wants you to listen to your inner guidance, to listen to, all of that you've done with that shadow work here. I can't help but notice too, one of our underlying energies, the card underneath was the Hangman. So perhaps, this card has been coming up recently a lot too. And so by now, perhaps you've learned some of those moments that you had to take to go within. Some of those things that you had questions about, perhaps some of them are still lingering, but I think that you're starting to understand what some of those things were, you know, and Hecate wants to remind you to continue to surrender. You know, this card is another reminder, like the Fool, to continue to surrender to the energy of the universe, you know, to take these moments of reflection and to let go and take this time to realign your heart and your purpose with all of that energy that you've learned, and be open to this new wisdom, this new enlightenment, you know, flow with it. You know, she's not afraid to take that leap, and she's got her beautiful amethyst crystal to protect her, and she has Hecate on her side. And, you know, you might feel like you're jumping into the dark. You might feel like perhaps still like you're still that hanged man, like you're still in this, you know, this elusive energy that's you can't see, but you know, lean into this world of miracles. Surrender to that divine energy. You know, open up your heart to this bigger plan, and, you know, give up those needs that you have to direct the outcome. You know, there's all these beautiful sacred patterns here of the universe that will guide you, this beautiful sacred flower of life. And, you know, there's all of these beautiful ripples that are coming out from your intuition, and you just believing in this magic again and being confident that you will be divinely guided and this is part of your plan. So for this new moon energy, I think Hecate is saying, like, just do it. Release that past once and for all and step into this childlike joy. Like, follow your dreams, believe in the magic again. And this card is always comes up, like, you know, shortly before the summer. If there's been a lot of hermit energies in the winter and stuff, you'll see this card coming up now, because it's like you're looking at the world so differently after doing all of that introspective work. And with this Hangman card too, it's creating this new perception for you. And, you know, it's following your joy and your bliss and just surrendering to that beautiful dance, co-creating with the universe and starting this new journey, and you know, starting this, just taking that leap and then climbing up from there, you know. And next we have this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. And it's strange. I noticed this, like, this beautiful, these three cards here is this beautiful intuitive energy, this beautiful hope and this optimism. And then you still have a little bit of this beautiful earth energy, because we're in Taurus, and this moon is in Taurus, and it's a good balance of that earth and air. It's perfect. And then we have the Eight of Wands that's like little passion, a lot, like I said, there's a lot of things that are coming in quickly as well, you know, these winds of change and these passion energies. It's just such a beautiful blend that we have here. And then we have the Lovers card too. So again, it's Venus is still here with us, and you know, following your heart right now is really clearly the way to go. That's the message that's been coming up quite a bit. So, you know, as we see this Queen of Pentacles here, she's gorgeous. And, you know, this is that beautiful Taurus energy. Here we are, this beautiful moon. And there's been a lot going on with Taurus this year. And I have a Taurus moon, so I love it. And, you know, all of that beautiful Venus energy and all of that beautiful earth magic, and Hecate is very much connected to that as well. She, you know, this beautiful Ace of Pentacles here is telling me that she's planting these beautiful new seeds in your garden for you. You know, there are gifts in you know, in nature that are just waiting to be received. And this Taurus energy is that's what it kind of wants us to do. It kind of wants us to get out into nature and to connect with the earth again, and to like that Fool card, to see all the beautiful things and to look at it with that childlike wonder and awe, and get in touch with those elements of nature and beauty and magic, and appreciate those small little things too, that beautiful smell of the flowers, and the beautiful sun upon your face, and that air, that beautiful winds of change that can be so cleansing and so freeing. And you can ground while still having your mind open, and being magical too. And this queen, she believes in abundance. She has this kind and nurturing heart. She's down to earth, she's generous, and she's confident and strong and wise. And she's reminding us here to shift away from any of those shadows that you've been holding back around wealth and security, and safety. And a lot of those energies that was understandably around last year, and they are still lingering. And she wants you to enjoy this deep connection with life and earth, and lead it with an outpouring of this warmth and abundance and love energy. And you know give yourself this permission to again, with it, to rise up, to grow, to expand, to have this creature comforts and happiness around you, and having this life that's well lived in this material world, but doing it from connecting with nature, and being calm and healing, and rooting into that, harnessing the abundance that's available to you all around you. Bring that groundedness in, shower others with those blessings from wanting to share and wanting to co-create with Mother Nature and the goddess, and have this stable support energy. It's all around you, and sharing it with others, and bring in your own self-worth, your own guidance, your own glorious love, and become that beautiful manifester that she is. And work with nature, work with the resources that you have, and be creative in finding new types of resources, and making new types of connections around you, and creating this beautiful network of support and groundedness and sharing and abundance. That's what that queen does. And she's sitting there, just she's more grateful for everything that she has, and she knows that by doing that brings more abundance to her. And she takes care of those around her, that she finds value in all of the beautiful things around her, and she knows her own value, and she treats everything as such. And she understands that, that's the way that nature works, that beautiful magic. So then we have our Ace of Pentacles. So this is you working with the universe here, and working with Hecate. And Hecate is saying that this beautiful new moon has this Ace of Pentacles for you. This is here. This is your gift. Like, this is the beginning of some like a grand new adventure, a new task, a new idea. These seeds that you're planting now here with this new moon in Taurus they have a great potential for success, especially here with the Queen of Pentacles, because it's showing that, this is long-term success and abundance, and you understand your relationship with nature, and and so you're receiving these gifts because you have this manifesting power of the Queen. It's in you. It comes naturally to you, and it's giving you this beautiful element of prosperity all around you. So this is your freshly rooted beginning. This ace is like full of possibility, and it reveals this beautiful all the wonderful things of this earthly energy of Taurus here and this moon. And, you're starting to seed your future. You're planting your very first intention. And you're in that Fool energy again, where this goes beautifully with the two cards above it. It's like you're exciting, raw, that you believe in the possibilities. You can taste it. This optimism, this success, this new start, you're just welcoming it in. You can see, Hecate wants you to see, and I think you can see it and feel it too. It's like, you're welcoming this new potential that you have. It has this incredible power to thrive and to last. You know, again with this beautiful portal energy, like these eclipses are really, and Hecate is ushering us in this new timeline where there's this like abundance and wealth and good health and material abundance and all of the beautiful things that the queen values. They're here. You're figuring out this earth energy. You're taking in a lot of this water energy that we see here in the cards too. And you're figuring out what you need to get this seed going, to bring it to fruition as we head towards the summer here. And, you're bringing this determination, this dedication that the queen has. And then you're believing in that beautiful abundance that you want to see spring to life here as we head into summer. You're getting into that Fool energy. You're confident, and you know that this will bring you a win. This is going to be so satisfying. And it's time to just, set those intentions for this new moon. Plant those goals with that focus, with that faith, that law of attraction. As we see this Eight of Wands here, that's the law of attraction card. So like, get into that energy now. And this new moon is absolutely perfect if you really want to step into that, but I feel like this gift is, it's pretty much here for the taking right now. It's, I don't think that Hecate wants you to spend a lot of time overthinking this. I think, again, here with this Venus and Taurus energy and all of the this beautiful energy of hope and optimism and healing from the star card, it's like, yeah, your heart will tell you, it's this air energy is beautiful, and we have Mercury in Gemini, and that is, it's just this beautiful balance of this loving, grounded, earth, watery energy mixed with the air. But it's like, don't overthink it too much. Find that beautiful, like the star. She reminds me of Temperance too, where she's balancing all these energies out with her two cups. It's just this beautiful alchemy. And I can't help but see this Ace of Cups too. This, we have this Ace of Pentacles here grounded down by this earth, and then we have this beautiful Ace of Cups, which can be sometimes overflowing, overwhelming. Like, here it is, it's coming at us, but it's we have this earth energy to kind of ground it down. So that's beautiful. And this Ace of Cups here is, here we have it with the Eight of Wands and the star. And to me, that talks about, again, with this new moon, it's this opportunity for new heart-based connections, new love connections, new friendships, these beautiful, again, there's more seeds here, seed energy. There's seeds of love and hope that are coming through with this hope and optimism here with the Fool and the star. And then this card, it's just coming in, this divine gift, this awakening of the heart, this joy, this bliss, the creativity, the oneness, all of that with that Fool and that star energy and the Queen of Pentacles too. This is a messenger of these vibrant beginnings. This is this portal, this genesis of different types of relationships and emotional connections and deeper connections. Your emotions are really creating this powerful magic, and they're working nicely with all of your intuition too. There's just all of this lovely water energy here. And, then we can't forget this Hangman too, your intuitive energies are there was a lot going on here with Pisces as well. And, you know, you're cultivating your different abilities, you're awakening to your gifts, and you're following your heart by doing this. These gifts are connected to that, and there's a lot of, Jupiter and Pisces is like this expansive, optimistic, positively radiant love and energies that are connected to your spiritual gifts and your psychic awareness. And this card is also a beacon for awakening those new adventures, like the Fool card, the romance and joy that you've perhaps been manifesting into your life for some time. After this Star card is often a time of healing. So you're coming out of this healing and you're looking towards that joy and that hope and that optimism again. And your capacity for love is expanding. There's a lot of Venus energy that's been going on. It's still in the air. And again, you see we have this Lovers card. So that to me is a sign of, that's another confirmation of these new types of connections. And the Lovers can be soulmates, but they can also be new connections in the workplace, new friendships, new heart openings, following your heart, connecting with your divine self, anything that is your ability to connect with others and mindfully, extending that love out and taking care of your own heart, forgiving yourself, a lot of healing from what people were going through last year. And, there's this self-acceptance energy and these exciting new times are emerging. And Hecate wants you to open up that heart, to not close that off. You've the Scorpio full moon that we went through, I think a lot of darker energies were illuminated, and that shadow work was done, and you've seen those things that were holding you back and limiting you, and now it's safe to, you've healed that. It's safe to open your heart and allow it to be filled with that love and that joy and that hope and optimism again. It's you might feel a little raw like the Fool, but you've come through this portal, like you're healed. Your energies they're different now, and Hecate is guiding you and protecting you, and she wants you to open up that heart and open up that third eye and allow those intuitive gifts to come through as well with the stars here and this lotus flower. It's like, be open to exploring those gifts, to peeling back those layers, to meditating, and continuing to open up those gifts and then ground them down with this earth energy and see how they can become tangible and how they can affect your abundance and your prosperity and your manifestation and your connection with others, And this Eight of Wands is your law of attraction card. So perhaps a lot of this is what you've been manifesting. Like, you've been in this Queen of Pentacles energy for quite a while, and now you're seeing those manifestations come through, and it's quick. It's traveling, perhaps you are traveling spiritually, but perhaps you're literally traveling. Perhaps you're, there's good news coming in for you that is expanding your horizons. It's like these moments that feel like a sprint, but there's moments of rest in between that we're getting too. And we're getting this energy that we're looking at it for the long term. We're looking at the big picture, and we might get this quick energy, this fiery positive energy, and that's good. And those gut feelings are coming through, and it feels a little bit unpredictable. It feels, maybe like you're still in that hangman. You're still looking for some clarity, but it's again with that Fool card energy, the time is now to kind of fall into the flow of this quick energy. And if you're following your desires, your intuitions, if you're facing them head on, I think that, you're going to get those keys to unlock things, those you don't want to run too fast, you don't want to burn out. So it's good that we see this beautiful earth energy here, because these things are being grounded. And again, remember to be in nature right now is really important. That's where you're really going to get a lot of those answers and a lot of those times to slow down. And, so maybe you're not feeling so rushed from this. Because again, this card is like, these are things that you've called in, and these are things that the universe has these beautiful gifts for you and this portal energy. And, you're ready to receive it now. Like you wouldn't feel it so intensely. You wouldn't be given this gift and these opportunities if you weren't ready to manage it, and I think that's what Hecate is saying. It's like, don't doubt yourself, because these things are coming through and these beautiful opportunities, and you want to have that confidence that the Fool has. The Fool is not jaded. The Fool is not afraid. There's no fear there. So, believe in that. And going out into nature gives you that chance to, get into that sun energy and feel that confidence in your solar plexus, so that you can listen to those intuitions and ground them down. And again, with this beautiful air energy, like a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts coming through, and they're important thoughts. This is an important time. We're entering a new earth energy, as we discussed earlier. So, it's important to find your beautiful alchemy, and the star card is just this lovely card that we have to kind of close up this reading here. And again, with the Lovers, this there's this beautiful harmony. There's this beautiful need to, make these connections with people, but we need to create our healthy boundaries. We need to believe in ourselves and give our times, give yourself that time to engage in self-love, to bring that confidence back, to don't take those powers back from, those relationships that perhaps you lost yourself in. They were in balance. There was codependency, a lot of that energy of last year, the Devil tarot card, the Capricorn energy, like the very heavy weighted, toxic attachments, you're being asked to release those now, to open up your heart to different types of unions and relationships. And that begins with loving and trusting in yourself first, and so again, we back to this beautiful star card here. She's these our wishes are being fulfilled here with this beautiful new moon. So it's like, make a wish, before you take that leap as the Fool. Make that wish. Or maybe the Queen has been manifesting these wishes for a while. Maybe you've had these expectations that you had hoped for. Now it's with this new moon and this eclipse portal energy, you'll see them start to be fulfilled. You're on the right path. You're getting this renewed sense of hope and inspiration after this time of healing. And again, it's like the star wants you to dream, to be inspired. This is, again, with this timing, I said it's just so divine right now to step into these energies and, reach for those stars, those serendipities, those bright lights and blessings from the universe. Now it's like your core purpose is starting to bubble up. Like the Chariot card is coming out again too with this North Node energy in Gemini, and this is coming up here at the end of the month, and your path is being tied to it's coming to the surface now, and it's tied to your biggest missions and the brightest opportunities for expansion. Again, with this Jupiter and Pisces energy, it's like you're going towards this fulfillment and happiness with this beautiful star energy to light your way. Like Hecate is saying, like, I am your light in the dark. I am offering you this key to your intuition. Like, you can get through and shine through any residual darkness that's left over from that heavy earth energy, and get into the earth energy in a more natural, more healthy, more healing way, and allow these seeds to grow. Uncover any of that lingering self-doubt, like we talked about. Voice anything that you've been suppressing, any emotions, anything that is tying you to the past. Like, release that. Release and ascend, that high priestess, that Hierophant energy, that come out of this beautifully transformed, rise like the phoenix from the ashes we still have a little bit of fire energy here with this Eight of Wands. Focus on the future, find the biggest source of inspiration and love. And the stars are aligning in order for you to do that. It's time to trust them and believe in these beautiful miracles and expect the unexpected. There's Uranus energy, and there's just these beautiful portals for awakening, and you're getting these little keys. They're little keys. Each key unlocks a different door. Each key gets you to a different place, and there's so many little trails and little offshoots on this beautiful path right now, and they're all leading to this beautiful place. So you really can't go wrong. And I think Hecate is just asking you to step into your power and to co-create with the universe and surrender a little bit too, to find that beautiful alchemy. And you can't go wrong. This was a beautiful reading from Hecate, and beautiful new moon, and it's a beautiful way to start the month of May off, and get into this beautiful summer energy that we have in front of us right now. So set those intentions and tap into this new moon energy, because clearly it's very strong and it's there for the taking. So blessed be.